for a second there, I almost grabbed the GameCube controller. I was like, ah, yes, the controller I'm about to play with. The GameCube! It's like, no. Ah. I want to resume this. Resume this. Kick that up higher for me. Kick that down lower now. Cool. The Flames of War. So we're on the final set. Final set of everything. And Luna Bahamut, bound for the Paglithan, and Graha Atia is determined to call upon the aid of fellow Scions. Oh, whoops, let's collect Alpha Node and be on our way. What 6-7? We just instantly go to Ul'dah. Now I know some of you could do a res, but I'm sorry to say that Telafri have other plans. Paglithan is already under siege. Hold on. There we go. I had to clear out my throat. Happily, the Immortal Flames has arrived in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terrapin at its head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was certain now the Sultanate would respond. It's good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Look, it's Onamo and Papa Sean. Papa Squat. Your Grace. Also, Terrapin had made some provisions for such an exigency, and I was ready to depart when a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in the resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Paglithan. And yet, even with combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Luna Bahamut and his draconic hordes besides. Tiamat's children. Oh no. I don't know why. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite the proximity to Luna Bahamut, none of the Amaljians show signs of tempering. Hello there. Hello there. I'm pretty sure that's how Obi-Wan sounds like. Or at least this prequels one. Strange, but hello, Mindbitter. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so, primals don't want to serve a master, Asian or otherwise. It might not be that Luna Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Theresa and the others, wouldn't have to be shouldered the butler alone. Yeah. Be that as it may, Luna Bahamut remains an incalculable powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle the best through mere force of arms. With the aids of the Scion, however, I believe they're far better, assuming that is you're already ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front preset for as soon as you are able. Don't play phone because I have to. Yes, I played Persona 4. I have not touched the Golden, even though my brother owns it. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, May 12 bless you and keep you. I played Persona 4 like right after I played Final Fantasy 13, and so I have a very, very, I like Persona 4 a lot more because I came off of a bad game type of viewing of it. It was kind of to speak with us personally, you may be certain sees no shortage of responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as a grace request, lest we forget, are involved in Fordola and attack on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then, yes. Okay, pretty sure I know where to go. All I have to do is go over here. Do the Aetherite. I'll be back. Oh. Airship weapons. There's a concert happening, I guess. The Immortal Flames pilot. We've been expected to say the word. Anyway, since Lala asked, I don't want Alpha Node. Okay.
I stand ever ready.
Graha can be there. And yeah, I'll just be the I'll take the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and the wife. Even though Lala's not here to even see the trust. And since I have 3 hours, we might as well, you know, do one of these. Also, I don't know why I would have you channel points when I already have unlimited channel points. It's like having a limited plus like 2. Once again, low as fuck. At least I don't have to actually worry about, like, issues. And it does look like Grahatia is actually, you know, doing damage. I do like the music in this dungeon.
Away with you!
Oh no. Wait. All walls are helping? I didn't even see what they were saying. Actually, you know what? I had to double check to make sure that I had scaling up, even though it doesn't matter here. Man, once again, like, yeah, trust people are fucking slow as shit. How many pools are there? Damn. I haven't missed much. I just got into the dungeon, but I'm doing it with the NPCs. So that means this dungeon gets to take such a slow amount of time.
Away with
because the NPCs are slow as fuck. This way. No, it's only like with all the Shadowbringers dungeons, and this extends to Endwalker 1, you can sit back and bring in like certain like story characters into dungeons. On one hand, they'll do mechanics. On the other hand, they're fucking slow as shit. That means like if you really want to see the mechanics of a fight, hello, Arrowman. I decided to do Packlinton via the trust system. I hope that they're true to their word and the trust system will get improved. casters like the seal. Oh, you mean you could just say Alizé. You can just say Alizé. We know who's the one that uses the LB.
This is going to leave a mark. Let's give them a show.
For example, there.
Just the beginning.
Ah, wait. My understanding was that, like, fucking, Alizé is most likely to use it. Fucking Graha would defer to you. Or at least Reem would
Away
also.
with you.
But it's fine. I have fucking, I have Graha on healing duty. I'm just going to ignore the treasure chest, because I have no reason to open it. Is that the Azure Dragoon?
The Amalta are in trouble. Let's split up.
But the company seals, I barely use them. I could, but I don't. Actually, I'm capped on company seals because I barely do any crafting or anything like that. Why did I do it the other? I assume you mean ES10, not or E10S, and not just E10. Unless you actually do mean you haven't actually done Eden. Oh. Yeah, do Eden. Fucking finish Eden.
This is going to leave a mark.
I always at least stay up to date with the raids just because I want to see the story. Gonna do the raid weapons. I still don't know if I should get at least one of those weapons. Like, because all I have to really do is all that's left is for me to do the fucking run whatever that dungeon is. That fucking big dungeon that's like 40 players. No, not that one. It's not the Zandalore one, it's the one before that, whatever it's called. Delubrium.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, wait. Was it that? No, Delubrium is the Zandalore. I'm thinking of the one that's before that, the one with the Time Worn artifacts. I just need to run that like 4 more times, and then do the Xandor grind or grinding the fucking Great Dungeon. And then it would be running Delirium or whatever it's called. Oh, Delirium is the one. Okay, that is the one. I don't remember the name. Outside of the Castrum. I know the Castrum is the Southern Front one. I'm like, should I really even do that, or do I really even care?
Allow me.
It's like I don't do Savage content. It's just gonna get replaced by like 77. Oh yeah, the fucking hot cold boss. That's the stupid boss. I just dislike it because I feel like I'm always bad at that. The only 2 times I've ever gone into it. Like, I keep dying. I'm like, why am I dying? Well, that's what you get for being a potato. You would think that Yoshi P would be like, yo, I can't see this with my main character. Maybe it's bad. Or maybe it's just one of the team members of like his dev team being like, fuck it. See, I don't know if what that would be on like this. I probably remember from like, I probably done it like once or twice. Outside of knowing that how to zoom in and out. Hello, TK. Thank you for the penis.
XIV ダンプトラックます。
Does he? I don't know.
I will not.
Allow me.
I don't know if Mario technically has a dump truck. He seems to have a pretty small butt in general. I guess yeah. If he ground pounds, he has to have a pretty big butt to do a good ground pound. So my turn is yes. Big stem. You know, it's funny, they're mentioned within like the main story a couple of times too. I just like totally like forgot.
Allow me.
You know, I guess before I finish off, like before Endwalker comes out, I need to finish off some of those level 80 job quest things. Because there's mentioned that like you might want to do those. I barely did any of the 80 ones. There's never a reason. It's usually like, oh, here's what they're doing now. And I'm like, oh, cool. I really don't care that these two are getting married.
You underestimate me.
Oh! Huh. See, I don't know if it counted for me, because, like, there was the one that's at, like, the very beginning of the expansion, and then I did not do any of the follow-ups until, like, a month or two ago. Because, like, there ended up being follow-ups, so I'm like, how? So it's like, oh, you have to have, you have to done, extreme, what was it? Extreme, Ravana and, Bismarck. I'm like, okay, let me try soloing them. And I did. It's not all of them. It's at least It's at least doing those two and like I think maybe just unlocking savages for the other raids. Yeah. Yeah, just those two. Those are the only two that I had to do. And I'm like, oh hey, here's set up for like something else. And I'm like, ooh. Now I don't have any time to actually do them on stream before Endwalker comes out. Not unless I want to sit back and like go hard on like Final Fantasy V one day this week. Yeah, at least with the Warring Triad Savage, you just have to unlock them. You don't have to do the raid themselves. Oh no, pretty fireworks! I kind of wish they just did a new version of this song. Just for this fight. I mean, it's the last fight of the game, and it's Bahamut again. Just do answers again.
I will not hold back.
Oh, cool. I fucked that up. Alright, it's fine. Can my weakness finally go away? Can the little debuff that shows I was bad once go away?
Allow me.
That ain't the way.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Alright, Luna Bahamut is dead. Come on, actually die. Yay, da 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 da. Took the cat boy on a little dungeon run. Hooray for me. What do we got next? But what if they just made another one? Cool. Yes. But do you have the card for this dungeon? No. I don't play a lot of triple triad.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well. Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
Let us put the past behind us then, and forge a new future for reasons.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause. Till we
レッ
meet
ドアスパ
again.
ホームサリチュアルメーティング2シー
No,
ル
no.
ザディール、アズイズリトゥンインザロ
Okay, Y'shtola, you're up.
And thus
And
did
if we need
make
the male
allies of
one,
the
we'll just
Amalja.
give him Grahatia.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
We will give him Grahatia. We're going to be back in Ul'dah sometime earlier inside of Paglathan Tower. So this is what's inside those towers.
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
We learned something
Quickly!
from the Alligans.
We've got to get them free!
Get back!
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
Bapka.
I know. Arenval did a stupid. Now they have to leave.
No! No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Cool. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt with his schemes a telling blow this day. And that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will when we receive word from Arnvald's safe return. You know, the guy who we just saw in that cutscene. His safe return. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss today's events with Pippin and Grace. Brave scions! Oh, hey. Would I treat you to here's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the whatever. Your Grace, wherever is the matter, whatever. As our troops withdrew from the Paglithan, they came across 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I've yet to hear a full account, but it seems like one of them, your friend I believe, has been wounded and will be dragged and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, Your Grace? That wounded scout? Not save that it's grave. The Kyrigians tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Theresa, Estini, would you mind going after Alphanote? He might need some support from someone other than me. His sister. Because I would call him a pussy. Thank you. The rest of us will see if the relevant people know what took place in the Paglithan. Come on, then.
Cancer twins merge with A
No.
fusion dance.
No. If they did, they'd just look the same. They would just look the same, like the Mario twins. Hustling Street. I remember where. It's Alchemist Guild. Diddle-doo. What happens when I talk to Fordola? Instead of sitting there gawping, why don't you tell your friend here to stop whining? Tell your friend here to stop whining like a little underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. Another one's come to see the lad in silver armor, Master Daniel. Some name, fuck it, French name, is attending to him as he speak. If you would be so kind to wait. What did Master Frenchie tell me? Tell me his words. Let the Kyrigians do their work, Alpha Node. You're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arenvald, I was afraid that something like this might have happened. But now that it has, all we can do is wait.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
Okay, now you have to deal
I do
with
not think
titties.
that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Shut up.
Could have what?
Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious!
You need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Alright. Oh, we saw Fordola. Now we can move on. Hell no! This looks like a non-talkie anyways. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let's rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will 3 of you be joining them? We will. Sure. You're welcome to join us for politics. This one's a speakeasy. Remember?
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns.
Which is?
Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Oh boy, more. I don't have my guys. Yeah, no, it's about love.
None appear to wield aught approaching the destructive
Eden's
power
all
of
about
Bahamut,
love.
and the Grand
Lesbians.
Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Just only tell me where to go. I guess I got to fight them. Just getting paid.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
I do notice it a little bit every now and then.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult
It's always
with
the
syndicate
eyes
on the
for
matter
me.
of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet,
The
my
eyes
friends,
always bother
I
me a
bid you
little bit
safe
because I can
travels
kind of
and
see
blessed
the
respite.
pixels. It sometimes happens with the newer characters as well. Like, go back to, like, the Crystal Exarch, like, and some of, like, his character model, it kind of happens there as well. Like, oops, I don't want the virtual mouse. Like, even Thancred and everybody who has had model updates, like, with their new clothes. Sometimes you can tell. No, Alizé. Yeah. The blocky texture of that is still kind of fucked up. Right, unless there's any more ejections, I think we're trying to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alpha Node. Our involved is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me from pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then we may regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Kryle know to expect us. A hot bath and hearty meal should be arranged for both of us. Controlled. Control what now? Control what now? It'll be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Out of cutscene. Control what? It's just, that's why it was PS5. Yes, I'll try and asking him. And thank you, I shall look forward to it. It's easier for me to stream this on the PlayStation than it is to do it on my computer. Or even on the laptop. The comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryle in particular has a few matters to be keen to discuss. One of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, right? Yes, that's actually... Hold on. I think I'm into 2K mode. Because it keeps a near constant 60. Really, I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. If I refuse, she will only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Let's see. Hold on. I think it's within... Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing the 4K upscaling one. This 4K improves draw distance. One. So this is how it runs in the 4K mode on the PlayStation 5. Which is to say, it doesn't run at a constant 60, it runs at like a constant 45. And it improves quote-unquote draw distance. And of course, it puts everything at... I keep it at 4K upscaling, which is actually 2K. And then of course there's full HD, which is basically constant 60. Yeah. That's why I keep it around here, which is pretty relatively 60, a few frame rate dips here and there, but nothing too terrible. Only real benefit is load times. But even then, on my SSD, I get about its equal amount of load times on the PC. There was the funny part when, like, Lala was, like, helping me go through, the binding coils.
I expect you
and
must all
having
be
to wait on
exhausted.
Lala to load
Ere you
in.
take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time. Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
True.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that.
Surely they cannot turn a blind eye
we are
to
all
the
of the same
destruction of
mind
the
on this
world.
matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing, a topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Shit. I always forget this one because technically there was a Hillfield thing in the Crystarium, but technically it was near the end of the Dragonsong War after I reunited all the crystals.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the First, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
Alpha Node's still depressed.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of
Even
all
though
times,
you don't really do much of anything, Kryl.
Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be.
I like how it's...
I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault.
I'm just thinking, like, Estinian takes one look at
me.
sad Alpha Node with puppy dog eyes.
Never close your eyes
It's
to
like,
their
do
suffering.
you want to
And
leave
somehow,
Alpha Node sad,
your deeds
Estinian?
lend truth
you?
to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear,
I don't think there's an emote for
carried their
that
spirit with you
specifically.
and made their memory your guiding light.
It might be. No, actually, it
Burden
might be.
of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Alright, and then Kryle exited the story until the next expansion. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... I love going back to the Imperial Palace. Look at all these weapons. Shopping, yes, exactly.
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
What?
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you enjoyed the
hardly
intermission? Because that phase is the worst phase I've ever had to deal with. It's so slow.
Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance.
Okay, that's actually funny.
Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
They won't show it right now. This was at the end of 5.5, but before the second part. So he picks up a weapon, but you don't get to see what it is. True. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to be busy for a few moons. Not that it ever seemed to be anything not. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do, but when it comes down to putting down primals, nobody else is better than us. And we'll tell you when anything develops, which is right now. The penis blade, no. Ah, there you are. You're looking well. I take you managed to squeeze in some rest in the 5 seconds. If you came hoping for tidings from Kryle, I'm afraid we're waiting, but we just have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, he says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand. Thanks to no small part to Hoary Boulder and the others. Hell yeah, Hoary Boulder's taking charge. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes going better than expected, encouraged by Ildal's progress with the Amalja. Gridania has opted negotiations with the Ixal, believe it not. Which all is very encouraging, but Telephorai is still out there. It's not as if we can afford anything. Begging your pardon, but bearing an invitation from the Alliance. The council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and everybody's requested to join. Oh, what's on the menu? Believe the intention is share news of recent developments, discuss what measures you might take to combat the Telophori, and in concert with the new allies, the beast tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that will join us for the fight against our common foe. The Alliance will bring all the beast tribes into the fold in a single stroke, an ambitious plan given the delicacy of negotiation, but may happen expedited one considering the threat we face. Indeed, and for that part, I'm told the beast tribes have agreed to attend if the Science 2 are present. Now all of Eorzea will be represented. To arrange such a meeting, it must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance we will be honored to participate. We shall make Falamingo without delay. Then I'll bring your answer. Meet us at the Imperial Palace. Wake up and go outward, Green. Well, actually, there's some. They imply that he might just like reincarnate at some point in time. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who's exactly going to attend? You and Yashola lead our contingent. You've been blah blah, and that also leads with you. You should also come. All present may rightly claim a seat. I do agree. By your leave, I believe I shall remain here. I'm not coming either. Amric will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Very well. While those of mine to hold the fort will get holding with it. Make file amigo. But he's eating for one. Hey, won't take. There's some line that I remember seeing, like, oh yeah, he might reincarnate. I forget what the line is. At least I swore there was a line like that. Then again, my memory's stupid, so... Okay, maybe this time I'll be the one to find you. Yeah. We've been expecting you. And while a few guests have already arrived, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? So we got the Amalja, the Snake People, and the Kobolds. And here's Lise as well. And you got the Sylphs, the Bug People, the Sahagin, the Ixal, the Vanu. All the people that we fought during the course of our adventures.
You honor us with your presence.
And their gods.
As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would!
Haomaru from Samurai Showdown.
Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
Yeah, true.
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
One with cheese and a large
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
Marrow, you're just...
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
strategically
Think for a
well-placed
moment.
cannonballs.
Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Y'shtola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any
They're
chance
not even
of
here
success.
right now.
For if any here should give less than their best,
Lala
it will be
isn't
to
here
the
right
cost
now.
of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied.
Chaos.
In this
Not
chamber, I
chaos,
see
Tim.
masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters
kill
of the
them all.
land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome. I beg your pardon?
What is it?
Sorry, I was clearing my
Do
throat.
not express your passion thus. I usually christen when I've deals, perhaps. Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future, as allies united in purpose.
Is it time to make Alphinaud cry? I think it's about time to make Alphinaud cry.
Ah! Make mock of the Ixal, the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept!
Oh
we
no!
accept.
Praise me!
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
Except for the times that the summoners summon them.
We
Hooray
still
for
have a
summoner
long way
changes
to
in
go,
Invoker.
and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
Now Eden is a goddamn tree. Yep. With titties.
If I may have your attention, there is one other
Well,
point I would
actually-
like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern.
Aye.
But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
Oh, we're moving past that now.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
You gotta name it. You gotta name it. There's only two choices. And I'm gonna go ahead and make Alphanode cry.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
No, they really don't.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Maybe there's some connection between romantic languages and the Japanese. Well, now that we're out of earshot, delegates, I hope you forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day ever since the moment I first set upon this land, and I was heartened as anyone to see the people of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Even if they yet uttered the declarations, I could help but think of one conflict to come. Of the sacrifices that would have to be made and lives lost and inevitabilities I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is this first step. The first of many. Many and more. Elder Seats here. How may we be of service? I seek Master Alphanode's assistance in a manner involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. That's probably true. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so yours will be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ash Crown Consortium. Though their dealings, we have cultivated relationships with the city-states and many other communications beyond. Please stop reminding me about the necklace! Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so, as I hope that we may make use of the Sylph's established lines of communications and coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship, yet there remains a caveat, certain political differences between the Trade Consortium and the Grand Company. If the Sylphs were to perform the task effectively, they require a council of one person in operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded on the same self-goal in mind, no less. Crystal Braves, yes, forgive me, Master Alphanode. I know there was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may have yet to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves, which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception, one intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plan all came to naught, built upon the frail foundation of lofty ideals. The order was doomed from the first, to collapse under the weight of my worldly interests. I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same way. Wait, really? Mayhap I ask too much of you. Not at all, you may count upon my assistance, for little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations, drawing upon the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphinaud, and my trust. When your report is ready, please, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt that our fellowship shall emerge to thrive. Let's go deal with the Sylphs. As there's a number of people who I thought I would hear from, former Braves, you might understand and join me seeking them out. As if you had to ask. I will help you. It's in the lore book. Wait, is it? The lore book's over here. Hold on. Let me see. One of them. Let me have the first one. Let's see, Defenders of Realm. Oh, this. Filthers, Pillars. Danilin. Southern. Okay, we got to the Shroud. The Guilds. Old Gridania, New Gridania. The Seat Seers. Where's Kane? Elders of Three Siblings. She left Granada's Forest Sylvings. They say.
Dave is A-hat pack.
Okay, so here we go. In her 28 summers, Kane-sama developed a fondness for Muntui brew and is surprisingly adept at dances of Mughal kind. I guess that she does sit back and, like, drink. And dances with the Mughals. I didn't see anything about that part. It might be somewhere else. I would have to go through the entire book. Dances with Mughals, yes. It's like Dances with Wolves, but not. So, yeah. I guess we're going to go with this, go deal with beast tribes and, like, communicate with their trade. Spam bother of mine. Before discussing testing handlers, probably admit that report they proposed so largely written. Oh, it's to go around to the other former Crystal Braves and ask them what went wrong. No, Jackson had in mind and begins speaking of real and alien. This may serve to be attending the intelligence briefing cast from Corians. Okay. Which is this one? They're not actually that far away. Hmm? Oh. Hmm. Well, look who it is, and what brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I've been assigned a task for which required the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the science, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put in words like that. I spent long agonizing over my failure to alert you to traitors in our midst. From my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. A day goes by, and I do not think about those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I'm able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you if you had turned us away, but you gave us your trust instead. What else could we do but repay it? Nothing, that's what. For me, my own tale, I've already felt the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty was strong to protect the weak, that was our creed, and I strive to live by it day and day. But as time goes on, I've learned the strength comes in many shapes and sizes, from Hori Boulder to Mrs. Tataru. We've all got our small something to offer. And not one of us doing it for personal gain, because we believing the most important thing than that, the things worth protecting, which is being a Science all about. I'm lost for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, Theresa, could you... Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Well, its founding ideas was something to be proud of, but the ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab that signed up with good intention, there was another who only in it for the coin, glory of both. Oz was quite a disparate band, and while I'll never forgive Ilbert, the fact that we've managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it all for the wrong reasons, eh? Only one bad apple, they say. Braves had a barrel full of them, not like the Scions. We might have looked like a ragtag bunch of misfits, but deep down we've all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru's shifting out all the glory. Hunters for made it through the door. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Some people call Alphanode an Alize husbando and waifu. I blame Ulda and all. True. I see. While I see a range of diverse range of people, each with their own individual strength, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With permission, I shall make a record of the discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. 2 more quests left. At least the game is about to pick up. Well, I think we have enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious of life-affirming testimonies await. Let's make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have to say. Sure. So far, yeah, we're talking about, like, multiple expansions in. Wait. Alice and Gridania, as in Gridania, or... Okay, Gridania. I know, it's weird. It's weird that, like, almost anyone mentions that in that live letter. I'm like, what? I get people liking Alize, but, like, Alphanode is not, like, spouse. It's like little brother, little sister material. Thanks to Dr. Dependent Intelligence, men tracked down a handful of former Braves. Some before Friday, others less so, but we've heard enough to form a pincher. I must warn you, Alphanode, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but opinion is less vital to my report. I must seek it. Well, here they are. Thank you. I'll set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go to Lil Solace and seek out Elder Frixio. We'll be joining you anon. Okay. Wait. Hawthorne's Hut, right? Save her. Alpha noted little sister material. Yeah, you know what? No, that's fine. No, we've already done that. That was Friday's stream. Yeah, you missed it. One out. One and out. Cats one and out. Ah, welcome, Brave One and friends of the Brave Ones. Good to see you walking around. Should this one perform the customary greeting of the dance? Should I be dancing? No, be at ease. It is true that one's delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Honored One Kane-sana said the walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Lilflands and inducted many of the ones, so this one will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. Okay, yeah. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have no experience, so we don't know what to do. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry, it seems. Alice, you must come quickly. What's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me. You couldn't read my handwriting. But no, a twin adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlene had sent an envoy who's due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be Kral has managed to sway the forum? Well, we shall know soon enough, but there's more. The envoy has requested that the two of us be in attendance at an audience with the Elder Seer. Really? I can't see why they would want the Scions to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarcely believe it myself, but when I inquired about the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Fortunato Levier. Your father? Well now, the fact that the serving member of the forum had journeyed here would be surprising enough, but him? The leader? Right, I gleaned this from what they were talking about, the man so seriously. Yeah, it is time for the dad. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 forum members, unless he volunteered for it? It's been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be he's concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but is always reluctant to discuss his works with us. Indeed, and whether right our parents, inevitably our mother was who replies. Nevertheless, I reckon the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, loath it be, I'm cut off visit short and must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies and along with my report. No, it's not time for spankings, it's time for something actually kind of worse. Never mind, there'll be time to talk later. This one will keep the other ones waiting. Let's go. Let's go. The audience is at Lotus Seed. Back to Gridania again.
Oh, please, let it be so. Let it be worse.
Conjurer's Guild. Welcome, Warrior of Light. Kefka. Well, yeah, it is. You put 2 down, not 1. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortunat's visit took us quite by surprise. When Alliance granted Mistress Kral permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate a prompt reply, much less one that would be delivered by a member of the forum himself. Well, what nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Yeah, we're totally going to discover it right now. Will Charlene help us in the end of days?
Elder Seeds here. I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
Yes, it does. I'm pretty sure
it has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the primals.
Yeah, he helped.
Were it not for him,
unlike
our strength
you,
would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life.
We are neutral, like Switzerland.
But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
Even if it is to prevent the end of days.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
What?
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider.
It's like...
You may feel
the final days aren't happening.
But if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Fortunato is just one gigantic fucking nerd. You don't know how to unga the bunga. Better to fight and fall than wait for the axe to fall. It nor apply to those might consume these safe is not wisdom, indolence. It is your power to save refusers and you can yeah, I'm going with this one. Fuck you. I'm gonna call your shit out. If you're not gonna help save him, what you have is not indolence, wisdom. It's indolence.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
You're gonna feel a little woozy.
What?
Father.
Oh, yeah.
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern.
The father just disowned him.
If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Legitimately disowned him and walks out.
While Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say.
No.
Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father, wait!
Don't bother, Alizé!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Well, so that's what you came here to say? That we're all fools for having to whatever, to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? And as for the rest, like in a nod, it was the Forum's decision to watch from afar while Erorzir burns. Father was but a messenger. He has handed down their judgment. I cannot think of anything to possibly say to sway him. I still can't. Yeah. Well, you know. Shit. Once again, little sister and little brother. To prolong the discussion would change little, if not if only the Master Fortunal would have been persuaded, but the Forum as a whole, the decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to change, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if no intention of helping us, why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not just simply keep their counsel as they want to do? Huh? Telephone. Teresa, has Master Fortunal arrived yet? He just left. He disowned his children. And in his eyes, I feared my efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case with as many forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say they almost ignored every word I said on the subject. Without exception, it was almost unnerving. Could it be that they were hiding something from us, that they might go the way to explain Master Fortunaut's performance? When he said they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believed that they know how the world will end and simply disagreed with us about the circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me that they're not unconcerned about the Telophoroi as their claim. If that weren't real, why else would they have been standoffish and secretive? I find it very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I have exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn in the Ethereal Sea. Tried to enlist the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone to cooperate with us. Distracted at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you to join me here when the time is right, of course. I'm aware of matters in Eorzea and stand on the knife's edge. But with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Oh. Well, there's one or two things I can take care of here first. After which, assisting me would seem a sweet relief, I'm sure. While you attend to matters heroical, I see to securing entry for you and all, and we'll know when everything is ordered. Take care in the meantime. Speculating is cause of hope. If the seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. Whereas probably the Charlians hide some secret truth from us. There can be no certainty of the exposure to prompting them to change of heart. And so, for the present, we must confront the plight which we find ourselves. The foreigners refuse their aid and force us to contend with the Telophoroi. Somebody said there's a theory going around that the reason why the Forum thinks they'll know when the end of days will come is because Elidibus told them that, you know, would tell them when the end of days would come. But there's no Elidibus. Even if all of Eorzea is standing united, there's no guarantee we will prevail. What does Charlian intend to do if we fall? Alright, final quest. Death unto Dawn. While Charlian's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenges before us. There is much more that need to be done. As for me considering the Forum's response to my counterparts in Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, walking ones. Grave tidings. Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? The ones that went to the Feather Ones and sent terrible news. Destroying ones have appeared in Zelfatal. Destroying ones and capturing ones, even frightfully godly ones. Feather ones didn't stand a chance, and we were sent flapping and squawking. When it happened, is it not too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through. They continue west. Feather ones did not fight, were left unharmed. West, that would be Quarthus.
No.
My lady, the Guardians reported that Telophoroi emerged from the eastern highlands of Quarthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose have yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem the most likely destination. Lord Amric has already dispatched his force and requests our immediate support. Tell him that he shall have it. Time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Well, mayhap it's a mercy that we have time to stew upon our misfortune. Come, my friends, let it makes us haste to Cartano. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by Cackling Robed One. This one must see all the Walking Ones knew. Farewell. Walking Ones know. Farewell. I hate weird speaking creatures. Van Daniel? Who else? It might be time the grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall manage to bear you to Cartano. Pray to see your preparation and prepare for the landing. Bully Captain, man? Well, you haven't bullied. You haven't thrown anything. At once, my lady, let us away. Ah! Okay, see, now you finally stop. Don't bully. It's time for us to go to an airship, and then we'll go to Cartano Flats for the final duty of this game. Airship landing. Wait. Oh, you wanted me out. Oh, it's outside. Fine. Theresa, it seemed like Fordola has already gone on to find us. I explained the situation, but she insists that her business is urgent. Aye, it'll be over sooner than if you shut up and come with me. Oh yeah, we gotta see the cripple.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alfino, it could be worse.
What a shame.
Besides,
no.
I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
We'll be sure to give your regards to the Telophoroi. We'll kick their asses to avenge you. Avenge!
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you.
Hey, Sean, I'm doing great.
In you.
We're on the final
believe
quest.
That you'll see it through
before Endwalker, which Endwalker comes out
That's
Friday.
Why I'm entrusting my dreams to you, like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Well,
I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing.
I'm not sure if there's any kind of...
Give what I've said some thought, alright?
Mods that would do that. I mean, there are nude mods on the PC. There are mods that make people have bigger asses. I'm not sure if there's like mods to make long ass frogman tongues.
I shall, my friend.
Lizardman tongues.
And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Yep, actually, well. Yeah, it's almost Monday. Granted, I'll probably boot up like the game Friday before stream,
Nothing left for
just
me
so
to
I
do
can
but
run
wave
roulette.
and smile.
But odds are I won't start
You've
until
got a
like
pretty
7
narrow
p.m.
view
on
of what
Friday.
it means to be a hero. Do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Sid, I need you to make me magic tech legs. No! It kind of sucks to even say that because that's the war. That was war crime girl. You can tell me later what it's all about, but judging for the set of alpha and genres, it appears to have done some good. Thank crediting others from all your left for Rising Suns, according to communication officer Amalja and Cobalt forces are also bound for the Cartano as we speak. There might be a means to keep the promise made in Alamica, but we must do the same by saving as many of the Timberkin as possible. Anyways, the airship is ready to depart. Upon joining the Battle of Cartano, several cutscenes will play in sequence. I recommended that you set aside sufficient time because, you know, it's the last quest. Please note, if you enter these battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. Yeah. We have to have a redemption arc. I wish they would stop giving redemption arcs. There's no point in them. And it's for the Stormblood
My
ones,
fellow
which people
Scions,
already don't like.
As I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian. Nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times.
There
is such a thing as overthinking,
Yeah. The people with plot armor are the only ones that allowed them
Might
to
I
trust.
suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
All right. Listen well, friends. The Telefora is swept across Carcano. Also, this is a PvP map. As for the Ascian, he's briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He is likely intends to watch even as we speak. Thus far, the movements of Lunar Primals are proving difficult to predict, even though poison ambush our troops. They instead withdraw for some unknown reason. Whatever the Telefora plan may be, the Primals are our primary target. Understood. They will not elude the Scions for long.
Prepare yourself.
Let's give it our all.
Hold fast, friend.
No, I want to pick all of them up. Come on. Y'all can AoE them down, right? Yes. Tempered is basically when a primal's influences a person and turns them into basically a mind slave. Also, it's fun that, like, fucking Graha TF plays is essentially a white mage, a paladin, and, like, a weird DPS. Wait, where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go with Estinian. As the Scions spread across the field, at least Alice and Graha take the fight to the Telefora. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the game, taking the control of another character and playing a class not as good. It's like, I understand what to do as a red mage. This doesn't feel like a red mage at all.
Allow me.
Oh. Forgot about the other part. Oh, wait, there's still one more. No, you get a dirt version of it. Yeah. It's like, where's my building mechanic? Where's the balancing act? No, don't worry about it. Bro, how you're playing a paladin? Just fucking. Okay, good. I was like, Raha should be able to heal himself. He's a fucking weird paladin. That's true. Like now. Okay, Graha just. Let's take this opportunity to cure the temper. Look at me, I'm curing the tempered. Yeah, stab. Well, that's how they used to work. Oh, fuck. Did you see that? Or do you see that? Yeah, yeah. The glyphs? How? Yeah, how wouldn't I? Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see the ethereal currents, I had not examined the flow through the heart of the Cardinal. But now that I'm here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like the pillars in Azim's step, but on a greater scale, far greater. The glyphs as Vandalion conjured reach into the very mists. And I believe their purpose, should the lunar primals destroy them, it will spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The result, disrupting the flow of ether, will sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests large enough to lay the waste to the realm. Oh no, he's going to destroy everything. Though, before coming a little surprised, we need to protect the confluences at all costs.
Off to the crematorium!
Yes, exactly. If we don't stop these things, they'll be off to the crematorium. Defeat Luna Odin and defend the... Wait. Wait, is that Odin? What? Actually, wait, who... Oh, I forgot. How do I even do this with... Oops. I guess I gotta pit it against him. Astrologian, yet not Astrologian. In fact, it's more like Astrologian from fucking, My understanding, this is how is old Astrologian. Not only that, like, I'm not even sure who... Do I just do this?
I shall protect thee.
Oh, wait. It said that... Okay, never mind. We'll just heal. Pop up that again just so we can deal. Also, that's not the only problem I have with it. My only problem with it is, like, who believes in Odin? Who summons Odin outside of the fact that, like, the last person that Odin kills becomes Odin? Yeah, he is. Oh, I need to heal the confluence as well. Oh wait, I fucked up. That is fine. Oh, I keep fucking up.
Away with you!
Okay, but like, stand on point.
The best defense is a good defense!
Cool. Oh. Ah, I keep fucking this up. Because I have to multi-attack, or attack, like, in different ways. Okay, Oh, I should heal myself. Okay, he's almost dead. Yay! Odin dead. Meanwhile, Graha, Tia, and Alizé prepared to lock swords with Luna Ravana. Too bad we don't have Lunar Bismarck just flying in the sky. Maybe fine. Oh, Grahatia has Fire 4 no matter what. Oh. Fire 4, Fire 4, Fire 4. Foul! It's like a black mage. I should use Thunder 4. Wait, I'm supposed to use break? Oh, it helps stop them. Because break is a stop. Okay, confluence is fine. Still. Hold on.
Number 9 large. A number 6 extra tip. A number 7. 2 number 45s. 1 with cheese. Large soap.
Wait, how do I gain mana? Oh yeah, Blizzard. Sure. For a second, I'm like, oh yeah, Black Mage. Oh, Alizé. Alizé, please. Hold on. Stop. How Black Mage gain mana? Yeah, it's... I forgot for a second, okay? I mean, he's not just a black mage, he's also, well, like, a white mage. It's not like I'm doing a black mage rotation. I'm only just doing Fire 4 and Foul. Where's my polygon? I should do this. Oh god. I gotta use break. Oh, come on. Okay, that's fine, right? Everything's fine, right? Even Alizé's fine, right? No, she's not! Yeah, I know. Ravana defeated. Defeated. Let me play as myself. At the same self-moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with Alpha Nona and Estinian, received by Luna Ifrit Low. Thank you for letting me play as myself instead of like Estinian. Now when you think about it, they're basically using this exact same kind of model for Ifrit in 16. Oh god. You know, we haven't seen anything about 16 in a while. And hopefully we're going to add like the Game Awards, because holy shit, we need to.
You're finished!
No, I don't have games on my phone. What am I? What do I look like, a Zoomer? I have Twitter like every other millennial does.
We must fight on!
Zero. Really, I'm only in for the Game Awards for the fucking announcement shit, nothing else. I just want to see if 16 is there, and that's about it. They didn't have enough time to show it at Tokyo Game Show, which means they might actually now have a trailer ready. Watch as it be like multiple ads for Endwalker as well. Because Endwalker would be out by that point in time. And then be like, hey, Endwalker, don't you want to play Endwalker? Thing is, we had time to do anything. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. They stated, like, they hope to have, like, a trailer or something to show for Final Fantasy 16 by Tokyo Game Show. They said it was a chance, but there wasn't anything doing it. So I'm only basing it upon that, not anything else. Oh great, there's too many of them. Okay, Estinian. Do a cool thing. Yes, there's a couple, actually, I think. Either that or ads. There's a couple of ads in some of them that do that. I'm trying to remember.
I will not be outdone!
It's illegal break. It's fine. Yeah, just keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's totally going to work out for you. Alright. Oh, there goes Ifrit. There's Olivia. Oh yeah, that one. Leviathan, Bismarck, Ramu, Titan's not here. Neither is Shiva.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning
Lakshmi,
to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you.
Of the ones that are primals.
Not that this changes anything you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
The Warring Triad. Those are technically primals. Yeah. Depending upon how you look at the Four Lords. Phoenix. Are they not? I always put them in the exact same type of kind of category as like Susanoo because they're kind of commie.
Those people are dying because you stole all the mobs. They couldn't level up.
Damn it. I need to change jobs, says Alpha Node. Maybe become a healer with a gun.
How fare the tempered?
Oh, yeah.
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Do not hang your heads so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
Oh yeah, Garuda. Garuda wasn't here.
How many times have the tempered been folded? What's their term?
I should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time.
Oh yeah, that one.
Thank you for your kind words.
Anytime sit back and call them katanas. Yeah, true.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
Oh, Rathalos. There's Rathalos. During the crossover one. He doesn't really have an aggro tech. He has a weird aggro table. Till the very end.
To the very end.
Imagine a world without Rara. Just imagine. Imagina.
The moon. Oh, Ian was here.
Imagine me.
Oh yeah, that too.
Imagine me.
Yeah, tank. Well, no, tanks can't do anything damage to getting any threat, so healers end up like taking it because people are stupid. He did it again. Ah. Oh, we did it again. We made it through. I like to stand there like as anything. I like to stand there and dance during the first 30 seconds just because. Ah. It's no reason. Anyways. Turn to talk to Sir Amric. Ah. I trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the Pride of the Ishgardian fleet. Lest you're worried, the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've thought of everything, Lord Amric, and may I say how much I appreciate the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Think nothing of it, our destiny lay in the same direction, and it afforded me a perfect opportunity to learn how my errant friend had been since the last he took his leave. It would seem you have found a place to settle down. I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Returning to more serious matters, when Telephori have been driven from Cartano, it's likely the bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Companies of Eorzea's first joint military operation, however, I'm confident that you have potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. And such, while the forces keep the Telephori at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. Sensible diversion of labor, while the towers remain, so too do the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in Imperial aetherology, we are better qualified to find the solution. That we are, especially since it happened to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. And since there is time and place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are want to hide, the only enterprising individuals may venture. Can I agree more? There are none better suited for the task, nor upon whom I would rather rely. Oh yeah, second boss of Bardom has no aggro table because it's not even a fight, it is avoid AoEs. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Very well, my friends. Dense fight. Are you paying attention? The fight. I confess, I hope that to be able to study towers more closely, but as they are planedly are to Telephori's plans. We have discerned the ultimate function, one step closer to the grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that Telephori will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one you wait to the heart of chaos will become for us, for you. And yet, in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity of the unknown calamities, the final days themselves.
Chaos.
No, not chaos. We've already dealt with chaos. Yes, alright, Yelf, but no, we need a plan, not potence. As Thancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not least Sharlayan. According to Crow, the forum has been more secretive than Everest Lake, which may be related to the appearance of Tloforoy. That remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear, the forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortunal's performance at the Lotus Sands was enough to convince me at that. And he doesn't. The matter beareth further investigation, I heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place than look the answers we seek onto the matters of the towers. Sharlayan have ever been a wellspring of aetherological knowledge. I care not where we go, here or there, my lance will be ready. What of you, Theresa? Maybe might persuade you to join us? If it means I can have words for Fulchinol, it's like, I'm going to defend your honor, only after I do. If he and his friends in the forum think we'd leave them alone if they ignore us, then they're in for a shock. It appears we're in agreement. We have but wait for Crow to secure necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would like to investigate. Does it have to involve tall structures? By a strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only creeping suspicion, but with your help, I'll soon find out when my fears are warranted. Can I punch your dad? I want to punch your dad.
You should be able to say no and if you do, it locks you out of the next expansion.
You have learned the emote shush. Meanwhile, in the Garlean capital,
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already.
The button is off.
My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure. Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
On Friday, we're going there.
The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire, my desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon. Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. and the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
Meanwhile...
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
Same thing.
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Give him to Count Edmund.
Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Darkness comes. And with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Totally not Venat. Totally. Totally not Venat. Totally. I mean, who could it be? Speaks with the same cadence as Heidelin. Totally is Emeratian. Emeratian? Emeratian?
'I always imagined my character in these sorts of cutscenes as being utterly disinterested in everything going on and just waiting
At the
for
solemn
a
dawn,
reason to
grim
go
purpose
hunt
shines
players,
and gazes
zoning
cast
out
towards the
while
moonlit
everyone
sky.
talked to each other.
Thus does our final curtain rise, your steps to guide what ends betide. Now I'm taking you out of New Game Plus mode. And thus, that's it. We're caught up. After 32 weeks and like 7 extra streams, including this one, we've gone through the entire main storyline of the game. Plus Crystal Tower, plus Bahamut, and Alexander, and Omega. There's still plenty that I want to do. Hold on. There's still plenty I want to do. Because I've done each one of these on stream before. Eden didn't know. Eden I've already done. Same thing with the Sorrow of the World. I did those as they came out. Same thing with
You did it the bar with absolutely no help from Rara.
These
Who I am told is
Yoha, Eden, and Shadow of the World have already been done on separate streams. The ones I need to do are Shadow of Amok, which I want to go back to my other character to do a couple of dungeons that lead up to this. You know, with Diablos and everything. Return to Ivalice. The Four Lords. I do want to do the Hildebrand quest. And then maybe the Aftermath of the Roll quests and the Void Calls. But yeah. I haven't finished any of that. But that's literally what I want to do. But that's not for now. Friday gets to be Endwalker. Endwalker pretty much gets to be 14 until, like, I beat it. And then we'll go back and we'll do other raids and stuff. So yeah.
If the bar, SV tuber avatar does not have a dick and balls, then that does that not mean he is a unique?
I cannot comment whether or not I have dick or balls or the lack of dick or balls. You shouldn't ask about a situation like that. You don't know. So yeah, let's go here. Let's look here. Final Fantasy V tomorrow. Link's Awakening on Tuesday. Whoops. More Final Fantasy on Wednesday. Thursday is either, if I don't finish Final Fantasy V on Wednesday, I'll do it on Thursday. If not, I'm going to take that night off. Friday. Time's not right. I'll probably end up starting at 7. Endwalker. Also Saturday too. And Sunday. And Monday. And Tuesday. And Wednesday. But probably not Thursday. Thursday's the Game Awards after that. But basically, the channel becomes Endwalker until I beat it. Because I do think it's kind of worth doing it.
Penis out for the road.
No, dicks out. Penis out, dicks out. But yeah, let me see who we can raid. Why do I have... Once again, I have a message from someone in my Twitch messages. Let me see. Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers on bigfollows.com. See, now the bots are not interrupting my chat. Now the bots are messaging me personally. But yeah.
I'll have 2 number 9s.
Yes.
A number 9.
They do abandon their children.
6 with extra dip. A number 7.
Let's see. Who do I have on that I could totally send you guys to?
Hey, listen.
Hey, yeah, Haya and Sojaro on Calizone as well, playing Detention. Hyacinth is still playing that. What's Sojaro playing? Nights into Dreams, sure.
Hey,
you know what?
Work a little
I'll do
harder.
Sojaro. I like Nights into Dreams. I played that for the first time last year for Christmas. So we're going over Sojaro and we'll do that. We'll do it. Anyways, thank you.
You suck.
No, I don't suck. I've beat all the main storyline quests. We're caught up. We're caught up. Anyways, thank you for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Final Fantasy V. Have a good night.